So I needed to share with you three articles that, well, tell the future, the immediate future of the Montecito morons. The first one is from Radar Online exclusive. Meghan Markle's Netflix deal close to being dead as bosses are fuming. Husband Harry is entangled in charity bullying claims. Well, last time we were hearing about an entanglement, it was Will Smith, but I think this is a different kind of entanglement. Netflix bosses have held crisis talks over renewing Meghan's and Prince Harry's $100 million streaming deal after he was dragged into a damaging bullying row. Markle will film a second series, it's already filmed by the way, of her Pan with Love Meghan lifestyle show as part of their current Monster Pie payday. But TV execs are furious over the timing of the accusations against Harry from the Africa charity he founded. As part of Markle's deal with Netflix, she will launch her products from her Ask Ever line. And by the way, my previous video about Ask Ever, I forgot to mention because, well, it's not like I forgot to mention because it hadn't happened yet. That she had, you remember that she had the coming soon labels on her products. Well, no more than 5 minutes after I finished my video, those labels have been changed to sold out. I mean, one thing is that the product is available and maybe, well, all the sausage squad went and bought the 10 products that she had on sale. But these products were not on sale. They said very clearly, coming soon. You can check my video. I was looking at I was browsing through the live website and 5 minutes later, they're sold out. What a magical dilemma. What was quite strange. Harry quit his Santa Valley charity saying he was forced to step down in support and solidarity with the board of trustees. He was saving face. Beneath all the victim narrative and fiction that has been syndicated to the press is the story of a woman who dared to blow the whistle about issues of poor governance. That's what has been happening with Chandauka. I think Meghan is jealous that Sophie Chandauka has stolen her story of, she being the whistleblower of these injustices in this huge organization, because that was essentially Meghan's narrative about the royal family. She was the lone woman standing up to the British Empire 2.0. Remember the documentary. And now the blowback is being felt at Netflix headquarters. A source told Radar Online a new deal could be dead in the water because the top brass are fuming over Harry and the charity row. Here's Meghan trying to sell products like fruit spread and crepe mix in conjunction with the Netflix, and Harry is being accused of being a bully and abusing his power. It's incredible, right? Not long ago, it was Harry who was tied to products like Elizabeth Arden's cream, and Meghan was the bully, and it's like the tables have turned. Meghan is merching her, well, not her Elizabeth Arden cream, but her spread. And Harry is the one with the bullying and harassing and misogyny accusations. It's so strange. What year is this? That is hardly a great look for a nice lifestyle brand like Netflix. Netflix is not like a nice brand. You can check in my body language guy channel that I already talk about that adolescence show. Talks have been held about where they go from here with the couple because the air around them is toxic at the moment. No, it has always been toxic. It has always been like that. The Duchess of Sausages sent out a newsletter to her As Ever subscribers on 31 March as allegations about Harry's resignation from Santa Valley rumble on. Again, this was like American Riviera Hortard, in which she released, like out of the blue, just to compete with the headlines that Catherine was generating. And right now is because Harry's blunder with Santa Valley, they had to release, we're going forward with the products of As Ever, but we really don't have the products. We really don't have the products. Brand and culture expert Nick Edis said, I don't think that there will ever be a good or bad time for Meghan to launch anything nowadays. Netflix will have been working behind the scenes for months to get the date set to launch her brand to the consumer, riding on the wave of her TV show to maximize demand and sales of her as ever first drop. But there's only so much that Netflix can do. The bullying allegations will be a thorn in the side for both Harry and Meghan, but her team will be not pleased with the negative media surrounding the charity and Prince Harry. This is a storm that has only started to build, and I think that we won't have heard the last of it from either Dr. Chandauka or Prince Harry's team, so I'm sure we'll come out in full force to give their side of this scandal. And Harry, we know that he has hidden. He doesn't have the guts to say it himself, so he had to look for a friend. The other article I wanted to show you was this opinion piece by Marina Hyde that was quite fun to read. Straight faces, please. Oh, the title is Poor Prince Harry. What to do when someone close to you publicly trashes an institution you love. Well, you love is a bit of a stretch, but get this. Straight faces, please, as we try to look charitably at the toxic row engulfing Prince Harry's charity. Are you up to speed with his everyday story of giving folk? I'm in such a muddle with it all that I can't remember if I'm allowed to say that purely from my observations of her telly interviews. Sente Ballet chair Sophie Chandauka does seem like a right old loose cannon. Okay, that's one thing. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's do a quick recap. Sente Ballet is a charity to help children and young people, blah, blah, blah. Its current chair is Chandauka, and something about her stewardship of the charity has provoked its entire board of trustees to judge that their relationship has broken down irretrievably. Chandauka, in turn, has said that the charity was riddled with poor governance, blah, blah, blah. We already know that this, but, oh dear, as I say, she does seem like quite hard work. Poor Prince Harry. It must be difficult having something you have served as a custodian of for a long time, only for some publicity incontinent member of it to go on a full spectrum media rampage, airing a load of dirty linen, but leaving you feeling like you have to bite your tongue because you can't really win against the specific types of identity-based accusations they're making against you. In fact, saying anything at all would probably just make it all worse and ensure it goes on for much longer. At present, Prince Harry has kept a stiff upper lip and declined to complain or explain, but it's possible that at some point he's going to have to offer a concisely Delphic statement in an attempt to draw a line under the whole business. Impossible to pluck the perfect phrase out of the air, of course, but I'd go with something like, recollections may vary. And in case that wasn't clear, in the interests of not of balance but of accuracy, we do have to state that Prince Harry seems like quite hard work too. Likewise, his wife. Meanwhile, and this is my favorite part, it goes without saying that despite its brevity, the above paragraph will serve as a twat signal to the so-called Sausage Squad, a hilarious cavalcade of single-issue human beings who patrol the internet round the clock, policing any and all criticism of the Montecito millionaire couple who ironically need expensive security in part to deal with the nutjob fans like them. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but only vaguely. The squad also does a lot of other valuable work, like explaining that laughing at Meghan's ridiculous Netflix lifestyle show is racist. Anyway, because of all this, I did wonder how they would readjust themselves to the Sente Ballet blow-up, given that at its heart is a black woman making accusations of bullying and racism. Inevitably, and indeed amusingly, there has been a new bending of reality. Humans, particularly single-issue ones, really are so incredibly resourceful, and I'm hugely enjoying the Sausage Squad latest mad conspiracy theory. That Sente Ballet's, no, this is a good one. That Sente Ballet's newest trustee, Ian Rawlinson, is someone who, between 10 and 20 years ago, served as chair of Prince William's conservation charity and consequentially can only be a formal plant by Harry's brother. The theory suggests that Rawlinson is deliberately sabotaging Centebally and the sausages on the orders of the Prince of Wales. Do I have to even run the denial here? To be clear, I imagine both Ian and the Prince of Wales would rubbish these claims. Still, it's some more yarn to pin up across the squad's investigation wall, which already resembles one of those webs spun by a spider which has ingested considerable quantities of LSD. Again, in the interest of running comprehensive denials, I imagine the spider would rubbish that claim and insist it had taken nothing stronger than a fly. But you can read the rest of Marina's piece in The Guardian. Again, the last piece I wanted to share with you was this one. Prince Harry hires former aide who specializes in reputation management. I thought they had something like this at Archwell. The Duke of Sussex's loyal former aide Nick Lothrop has joined as a trustee of the Invictus Games Foundation. When was this? Here, the blah, 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 blah. We already know this. The Games describe Nick as a communications specialist and co-founder of Integra, a consultancy focused in communications, reputation management, and social impact for businesses and individuals. And Harry really needs this right now. Speaking of the relationship between Harry and Nick, a source told Richard Eden that Harry knows he can trust Nick. I think this like the only 2 or 3 people in planet left that Harry can trust. Ahead of the news of his appointment, Nick was recently spotted joining the Duke and Duchess of Sussex at the Invictus Games in Canada in February. The question is, can this so-called Nick trust Harry? And trust Meghan, of course? I don't know, but I'm sure that Nick is going to have a good time, a roller coaster of a time, a Markle time, because it always happened like this. What do you think about this? You think that Netflix is going to finally dump Meghan on her show? Or, well, we know that there's going to be a second season because it is already being filmed. It's already produced. They just went with it already. And the other thing is that, well, the fallout of the Centebally drama, it's only 2 things. There's only 2 scenarios about this. Either it has just begun, or Harry will make sure nobody talks about this again by not suing Dr. Sophie Chantauka. And if Harry doesn't sue, then everybody would know that she was right, that she was telling the truth. So you tell me if this is not fun to watch. But let me know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.